Prioritization. A lot of dads out there think providing is it, it's our responsibility, and we have to juggle that with very little of us left after we walk through that door. But us athletic ex athlete dads, ex athlete puppies, we know the bare minimum is never going to cut it. Yet, we have fallen into this normalcy of not having any energy, maybe not even knowing who we really are through the reality of us not being in that sport, us not competing in that sport that kept us, that kept us alive, that kept us feeling like him, the real us. Now that we have kids, families, adult life, we've fallen into a system alongside the mass, alongside the average dad. A lot of clients come to me with lacking of structure. And even if they do have some type of structure, it's not allowing them to be as present and as truly them at the same time as they need to be when they walk through their door after their workday for their family, which them working and trying to provide for the family is the entire reason that they're missing everything from their family. ¿Entiendes? You're following. So today I thought, let's dive into prioritization. Priorities. This makes your life so much more simple, so much more smoother than just a everyday, normal, average structure to your day. You need your priority list, and you need to complete your priority list and within your schedule the night before the day begins, not the day of. If you want to win the day, you want to win yourself, you want to win your family, you want to win your wife's happiness, you want to win your children's joy and happiness because they have you, you need to start winning the prior night for the next day. So let's get into it. This is why I have this lovely, lovely board, which I usually write all the movements on and exercises and whatnot. Pero today, your or most dad's schedule. So let's go through it. Let's walk through it a little bit. Even if y'all wake up, say 0:45, 5:45, excuse me, 5:45 a.m. to 06:15, 6:15 a.m. You wake up, you get ready. All right, you do your hygiene, everything like that. 6:15 to 08, you're helping with the kids or kid. I don't. You understand? Breakfast and then drop offs, either at daycare if that's what you do or school. Either way. Then from about that time, 08 to 5 p.m., you're working. Don't get it twisted now. We spend way more time than that working, especially if we are CEOs, bosses, managers, etc. But let's just be nice for now. So work till 5 p.m. Then 1700, 5 p.m. I'm a military brat. My apologies if the military time is throwing y'all off. I try to keep it with just the PM, AM. 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. You're commuting from work. You may not get home. Up top, that's all we do during the tri-state. We're living in the tri-state. You commute sometimes hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. So it depends on where you are. But that could be until 7:30 maybe, sometimes 6. Or if you live a little bit closer, 5:30. Okay, but then you're at dinner, right? Maybe family time, depending on what you do when you walk through those doors, right? And then about 7:30 to 9 p.m. it's bath, bedtime routine, and chores. Where are you actually being present with your kids that and you're not doing the necessities there? Let's just stop and think about that real quick. And that's until 9 p.m. From 9 p.m. to 10:30, finally, yeah, get some personal time. Usually exhausting, lady unhappy, you're unhappy in all types of ways, right? Both of you unhappy in all types of ways. No energy and or presence, actual presence, right? And then maybe 7 hours of sleep. This isn't just my thought of regular individuals or regular dads or average dad, I should say, schedule. This is documented. This is on the computer. This is from research. So it's not just, and it's also mine from experience of talking to my clients. This is what it typically looks like. But I want to ask y'all, where do y'all see, let me hold it up one more time. Where do y'all see any type of present Poppy, the ex-athlete type of energy, vibe, goofy, free, laughter, joyous? Are you giving, how much of that are you getting, for one? And for two, how much is your family getting that? How much is your kids getting that? It doesn't look like a lot in here to me. That's not suffice for me. Anywhere in there where I can be with my kids and actually be joyous, just laughing and be in the cherishable moments without having my work on my mental or doing the next responsibility in my brain, actually just being with them and being who we truly are. I don't see a lot of that in the average dad or your schedule. Now, I'm going to show you what my schedule looks like when you set up the priorities properly. And now we see my schedule. Looks like a little bit more than your schedule, but let's break it down. My schedule, I'm waking up at 0412 right now. So in between 0412, I'm working my way back down to 0400, like on the dot. But that's where I'm at right now. 0412. I'm human just like yeah. I need to gradually progress to get back to where I need to be. All right. But 0412 to 0500, which is 4:12 a.m. to 5 a.m. Wake up, hygiene, conversation with God, Bible study, and journaling. Sometimes it'll go to 015. So basically, that first hour of my day, that's where it goes to. Then maybe if it doesn't start at 05 right away, 0515, around there, give or take, to 0630, 7-ish, depending on the day. Elevation to excellence. That's my selfish hour. This is my selfish time. That's where I am grinding. That's where I'm still competing against me as the athlete that I used to be. I'm competing against myself now as the athlete for my kids. Right? And that's the best type of athlete because those are the best type of fans. They're the best fans that we as ex-athlete dads can possibly have. So I'm still competing, but I'm competing against myself to move always in excellence, like the man above wants us to do, but for my children. That way they still get that version of that. That's wow. He could compete. He's a player. He's a game player. So elevation to excellence myself or slash with elevating clients and my walks. Say morning walks right before I start elevation and right after. That way I get my steps in. Steps matter a lot. You want to see more results? Get walking. That's another topic of discussion though. 0645 to 0715, give or take. Again, this all varies day to day, right? But this is usually around my schedule. So talk and breakfast snack with my girls. My babies wake up. I don't, is it just me? My daughters wake up at like 06:30, maybe 7 at the latest. But let me know in the comments though. Is it just me with children who wake up that early, or is that like an actual thing where kids wake up wild early, uh, in comparison to other kids, right? Mine are still young, so I don't know. Yeah, let me know. But anyway, they'll usually come to me while I'm still in there training or just off of me getting done training, and they'll say, "Papi, I want bar." They're breakfast bars. So I'll talk with them, see how they slept, interact with them while they eat their breakfast snack. So that's about until 7ish, 7:15, and then from 7ish, 7:15 to 7:30, shower, eat something, get some protein in. From 07:30 to 10 a.m. I'm already locked in. Business messages, calls, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. That's blocked off for deep work. That's client programs, production, fulfillment. I know I'm going to eat my second meal in there at least. That is blocked off. All of these things that I'm listing, they are all blocked off as prioritization. What comes first? What comes second? What comes third? Why? Right? I know my reasoning of why everything is labeled as it is, right? And time blocked as it is, which then leads to 4:30 p.m. to about 5:45 with my babies. Now, is every day like this? No. Don't get it twisted. No, it's not. But for the most part, that's the goal. That's what I'm aiming for. That's what I'm doing. 4:30 to 5:45. I can show you guys on my Google Calendar. That's blocked off as well. That's just with my babies playing, enjoying the time, messing with my lady if she's in the kitchen while she's cooking, or if she's just with the smallest, or with all of us together. All right, that's blocked off. So I'm being present. My babies get me. They know. Oh, as soon as Bobby comes through that door, the door is open. Oh, it's go time, right? It's playtime. Then 5:45 ish, 6:30. Again, that varies. Dinner time with my family. I'm with my babies. We're interacting. No phones, no TV, no toys even on the table. Ask my 4-year-old and my 2-year-old. They'll tell you we can't have toys even on the table. And then 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. That's cleanup time. That's playing and bedtime routine for the girls. Girls are in bed by that end of that time. That way, quality time from 7:30 to 8:30 with my lady, without hopefully. We all know how that goes a little bit, especially with young ones. This is why it's great to structure. You need a plan. You need a structured agenda, planner, Google Calendar, whatever you need. But that time is also time blocked off, 7:30 to 8:30 with my lady. Try to do that every night. Quality time here. And then from 8:30 to 8:50 p.m., that is where I am getting ready for the next day. I'm getting ready for bed, and I'm reading. Calm my mind down. That way I go into sleep mode and my mind is thinking about the last thing that I read in calm mode. That way it could go into hyper successful mode, hyper focus mode, and hyper recovery all at the same time. Right? That's why I have 9 p.m. lights out. Babies is happy. I still have, I wouldn't say I have crazy energy, but if I needed to do anything else, I still have energy. Am I ready for bed? Waking up at that time? Absolutely, I'm ready for bed. All right, but it 7 quality hours, right? 7 hours that I know that I have set up. I'm not just, oh man, I hope I get 7 hours, or oh man, I'm gonna only get 6.5 hours tonight, barely 7 hours. No, I have my entire day prioritized. That way, again, I'm still being at the level that I want to be as Boppy. Have I fallen off multiple times? I'm not telling you I'm perfect. But I do know as an ex-athlete that has kids, that has responsibilities, that is a provider, that needs to be the protected man, that also needs to be a present Boppy, present dad, you need to prioritize your entire schedule. And you need to have a priority list. What comes first to move the needle the most? For what I want overall in my life, for my life to be deemed as successful to me. That's what y'all need to think about. And that's why prioritization is a must for y'all. You don't want to be in this average dad category here. What athletes? We will always be an athlete. You're just a different type of athlete, my man. You're an athlete for the greatest fans that you have ever seen and ever made, ever been around. Your family. And that's exactly why that prioritization list and schedule needs to be a factor, needs to be a priority for you. In order for you to have your selfish time, to then be selfless, to have more and give more to the ones who really matter the most and the ones that you're doing all of this work for. They don't want all of what you can provide. They want you energized, joyous, present. And this right here, that's where it starts, Papa. Prioritize your list. Let me know in the comments if this helps y'all. I pray that it has. And if you are somebody that knows you need that accountability once again, that knows you're still that athlete inside and knows that you need competition to feel fulfilled, you start competing against yourself. You want to be the best self that you possibly can and move in excellence, not only for yourself, but especially for them, your kids, your lady, God. DM me via IG at prentice.spree. I'll leave it below in the description so y'all know where to go. Y'all let me know what y'all want to see next, what y'all think is going to help, what y'all need help with, what y'all are struggling with. Remember, this community that I'm building up, I want it to be as raw, as authentic, as open, and non-judgmental space for all my ex-athlete dads, all my dads in general, because we don't obviously get to talk about it a lot. So let's do it, brother. Till next time, Coach Spree.